Well. It's Tuesday, baby, so it's time to take a bitch to school or to church, wherever they need be. Now, in this little video, we're going to talk about two things here, dear. The truth, yes, baby, the truth about the ancestors you see, and not the melanated ancestors. No, baby. The palm-colored ones. So if you just so happen to find yourself being in that group that identifies themselves as black for Trump or Latinos for Trump, baby, you might want to sit on down and have this tea with me. And also, this little video right here is going to be a reminder for all those that say we should not be singing songs and laughing and making jokes, that our freedom is at play. Shut up and sit down and let me show you what real hope and what real winning is. And I'm going to back it up with some proof. Now, back to the first little section that is at hand today. I grew up in generational poverty, so I had the pleasure of being in many rooms, you see. We grew up in very blended, melanated communities. I was invited into places and into rooms to see things with my eyes and my mouth closed. And I observed. Yes, I did. But being unmelanated in the South, guess what? I got to be in some other rooms, too. The kind of rooms with white folks who put hoods over their heads. Yes. This is where their ancestors come into play, and something you need to know today. There's no amount of shucking and jiving, baby. There's no singing and dancing that's going to keep you safe with this current administration, you see. Because I've heard it with my very own ears. I'll never forget the day that I heard it. It's a saying that white man had to say that day that rolls over and over in my head every single day. I remember sitting in that room and listening to them white men talk about the things that they did to take the black man down. And I also listened to the things that they identified as being mistakes, the mistakes their ancestors made. I'll never forget the day that I heard that white man say, our ancestors made a mistake when they let them sing in the field. We should have shut it down, he said. We should not let them sing in the field. That was our first mistake. It gave them hope for a better day. Yes. And he said it with his full chest. And then they went on to talk about all the other mistakes that the ancestors made. You know, the first places that they let the melanated man play was in the clubs. They let him sing and dance, baby. It started with the cakewalk. By the way, you can look into the history of that, baby. How it started out with the white playing, doing the cakewalk. And the black man would do their own little dance and jig to make fun of the white man and the way that they danced around those cakes and that cakewalk. And it entertained the white man. So the white man decided to let the black man do the cakewalk. Let's watch him dance, baby. It's entertaining. Then they let him in the club to sing, because, baby, the pipes, they could sing. Ooh, they could pack a club with their singing and their musical talents. They weren't even allowed to eat in that club. They couldn't even use the bathroom in that club. They had to go out to the back alley to eat and piss, honey. But that didn't matter to the white man. He was making money. And the next place they let him come out and play, when they found out that black man could hit a ball, baby. He could pack a stadium. He could hit that ball so good. More money for the white man. Ooh, baby. Their ancestors were happy making money. But the people of today are not their ancestors in any kind of way. They have acknowledged that their mistake in their great takeover to cleanse America of the black and brown was letting them dance and sing and make money. That's right. That's how the ones walking around today, that's how they feel. So if you think that some amount of getting on a stage and praising them on any day or singing and dancing or hitting balls, baby, is going to protect you, you're a fool. They're using you. Yes, like the little sheep that you are. The only difference here, dear, is you're not the sheep in this play. You're the sheep herding dog. And they're going to convince you to get up on a stage or behind microphones or behind baseball bats, basketballs, and footballs too, and convince your melanated crew to walk right on into that damn pen. And once you get in there, they're going to lock the door. And you're never getting out again. They've acknowledged in these white rooms, and I've heard them, this is true, that the first thing that they have to do is get rid of the brown. Convince the brown to get rid of themselves. And we see that every day. They're trying to scare them to get rid of themselves. Trying to convince them to leave expeditiously on their own. Who do you think they're coming after when they're done with them? Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly who they're coming for after they're done with the brown, baby. And you're out here in these streets shucking and jiving and singing, thinking you're going to get away with it like you did back in the day. That's not how they're coming to play. At all. Now, for all those out there that say that we shouldn't be singing and dancing and creating art while all this is going on around us, you know why we still do it? Because they know. As long as we're still talking and telling jokes and singing and making shirts and writing songs and creating paintings around the devastation that's going on, they know we still have hope, and they will never take us down that way. They know. And you should know too. Continue to make your jokes. Continue to create your art. Continue to say what you need to say. Because that scares the hell out of them. They view that as their only mistake back in the day. Was letting you sing, baby. Letting you create art from your soul. They view that as a mistake that they should have stopped expeditiously. That's why I still have hope today, because I can still get on here and crack a joke or two. We're still making art to wear on our bodies, art to hang on our walls. We're still writing our histories in our books. That's the proof right there that they're not winning. And it's the only thing that can stop them from winning. And they know it. They know it. They're not their ancestors. They know it. Okay. I hope I enlightened you a little bit today. And if not, maybe you should listen to this video again and get a fucking clue, friend.